Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me today. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I've decided to put some new moon readings out for all the star signs, Gemini, mainly because we've got the new moon approaching on the 16th, Friday the 16th of October 2020. That's this Friday coming, and I'm very aware of the energies of the new moon really starting to build up now as the influences of the previous full moon, the waning moon, has been decreasing. So so I've chosen two decks of cards. I've done a pre-shuffle already and meditated concerning your energies, Gemini. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Tarot of Dreams for you. I hope you're all doing well at this time. So just before I start, I'd like to give a shout out to Little Red Tarot, who put out online and shared her new moon card layout that she had developed. And I had a look at it and had a go, and it really worked for me. So thank you very much, Little Red Tarot, for putting that online and sharing what you have developed for the new moon. So anyway, so the first card down is yourself, Gemini, your energy. And then in the second position, we have a message that you need to hear. The third card is about any action that needs to be taken. And then the fourth card is your North Star position. And this is the guidance that's coming through for you from the universe. So a final shuffle of the Light Seers Tarot. And we'll just lay these on top for a little bit of depth and clarity. All right, Gemini, so at the heart of your reading, we have the the Seven of Swords, and we have the Judgment card. The Seven of Swords is the Thief in the Night card. It's the sneaky card. This is when somebody is trying to take something from you that doesn't belong to them. So this is a sort of a removal of something. So it could refer to anything. It could refer to an energy around you. It could refer to somebody you're in communication, an organisation it could refer to. But this has come out at the heart of your reading. So I'm thinking that there's a diminishing energy around you. All right, just to be aware of. And the clarifier is the Judgment card, and this is when we have to stand up to be counted about something, when it's a time of making a judgment call, when we have to look at the past, look at what's happened in the past, perhaps decisions, choices that were made in the past, behaviours perhaps from the past, and we have to look at those and give them a fair airing really before moving on. So what have we learned from the past? And so it's all those sort of energies, the judgment. And you see in this particular picture, the lady's spirit is coming up and showing itself. So no matter how the lady presents herself, this is her soul, her spirit showing itself in its full glory, if you like, and saying, this is who I am. But it's just a little bit worrying for you, Gemini, that as you're opening up perhaps and showing who you are, and looking at that, having a fair appraisal of where you are at the moment now, that there seems to be somebody around that is wanting to take advantage of that, and take something away. Either that or whoever this is, there's a judgment call being made. They're being exposed. So it could be that whoever this is referring to, that they are being exposed now with this judgment call, Gemini. So take it how it resonates with you. If it doesn't have any meaning, then that's fine. Just leave the reading completely. But For those it does have meaning for, you will know, I think, whether this is meaningful for yourself. So these cards, this is a message that the universe wants you to know, that you feels you need to know at this time. Now, this is the Nine of Cups. This is about a wish fulfillment, a wish being granted, something you've been dreaming and wishing for that is coming true. And it's to do with a completion. This is the World card, and the World card comes forward when an ending of a cycle, something's coming to an end or being brought to an end, ready for going forward again, anew, afresh, like a rebirth almost. So this is something you've been wishing for. Perhaps have you been wanting a certain cycle in your life to come to an end, to be completed, ready for going forward then in a new way. But whatever this completion is, it's something that is a wish, is something you've been wishing for, Gemini. And that's what the universe wanted you to know, that whatever it is, whatever it is, that's coming in, that's going to be coming in for you. Now, action. So what action needs to happen now going forward? We've got two swords cards. And your in tarot, your energy is the swords. It's the air. It's about the mind. Gemini is very much of the mind, guided by her mind, a deep thinker, very logical and rational in the way they approach whatever it is they're doing and the way they approach life. It doesn't mean to say they cannot and they don't communicate with their heart energy, and yes of course they do, but majoritively your ultimate bottom line energy, Gemini, is to do with the mind. And you like clarity, you like logic, you like what's true and real, and that's where you're coming from. Now, so here, so far as action is concerned, we've got the Page of Swords and we have the King of Swords. And I know the King of Swords has come out quite a bit for you recently in my weekly energy readings, Gemini. So the Page of Swords, this is when a message, the pages are the messengers in the tarot. In years gone by, they were always young, sometimes barely out of childhood, and they would deliver messages between the royal courts. So here in the minor arcana, the pages deliver messages. Now, the Page of Swords, because swords is about communication, then the Page of Swords is delivering a message of communication, some information. But what I have to say is the Page of Swords can deliver messages quite bluntly, quite in a mature energy. So when he delivers a message, it can be delivered a little bit rashly, a bit immaturely. It doesn't mean to say it's not accurate, but that's the energy around the Page of Swords. Then as a clarifier, we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords it works on logic. Now, this is either yourself, Gemini, or it's somebody around you. It tends to be a masculine energy within the suit. Doesn't always have to be, but it tends to be. So the King of Swords, as you can see, is very comfortable in his own skin, very logical, very at ease with himself, is a very much of his mind, is very much a deep thinker, and will not make a decision rashly. Whereas the King of Wands, for example, with high energy and can be a little bit rash and jumping in and out and making decisions quickly. The King of Swords doesn't. He thinks about things deeply before coming to a conclusion or a decision. Now, the King of Swords is a clarifier for the Page of Swords. So I'm just wondering whether the King of Swords is actually going to be delivering a message to you, Gemini, but he's going to be delivering it a little bit in an immature fashion, all right, and a little bit blunt. Now, if it doesn't mean that, it means that there is a message coming in for the King of Swords energy. A message is going to be delivered to the King of Swords energy. All right. So take it how it resonates with you, Gemini. And as I say, this King of Swords could be representing yourself if you are a masculine energy watching this. But so take it how it resonates with you, Gemini. It will mean something slightly different. But because this is in the action position, I feel that the action that needs to be taken is probably to be aware of the nature of this message coming in, and give it some deep thought before going forward. But it's certainly a communication, a message coming from a Page of Swords energy. Now, this is your North Star position. This is guidance. Now, you can see the difference in colours here compared to what was in your action position. So, the guidance is we have a Devil energy here and we have the Ace of Cups. And in this particular deck, the Devil energy, this is about when we're feeling trapped and caught up in a situation and feeling stuck. Perhaps trapped by our preoccupations if it's within the mental energy. But it could be about obsessions, preoccupations, addictions. So it's that sort of an energy. And feeling stuck within that. But you see, the person inside the cage that's being controlled by the Devil energy, the door is open to the cage, so he could actually leave if he wanted to. But I feel he feels trapped within his mind, within his energy. Now, the clarifier is the Ace of Cups. Now, this is something to do with something that's making your heart sing. So there's a preoccupation or an obsession that actually is very meaningful to your heart. It's making your heart sing, Gemini. It's something that you love, and I think you're very, very preoccupied with it. All right. This is just for some of you. It won't have meaning for all of you, but this is just for some of you. Either that or whatever this is that's making your heart sing, you've got to be mindful that it may carry with it this Devil energy. So just to be aware of that, Gemini. And perhaps that's why, in the action, you've got the King of Swords energy about, thinking about something deeply. And that's why the Page of Swords has come forward as perhaps linked in with a bit of immaturity, and perhaps mischievous, because the opposite, the other side of the negative side of the Page of Swords is it can be quite cruel. It can be quite cruel, mischievous within his immaturity. If you think of a young juvenile that's up to mischief and doesn't know how to filter his words. So it could be something to do with that. All right. I'm just going to ask for a bit more information on why the Devil energy is here. If you could, a bit more information, please, on this Devil energy. A little bit more information, please, on this Devil energy. Okay. So we have the Emperor. And we have the Knight of Coins. Now, the Emperor in this particular deck is somebody that likes to be in control. This is a very controlling, authoritative energy. So this is somebody who likes to be in control at all times. Could have a big ego, not necessarily. But the emperors of years gone by were very much in control of their land, and they made the laws. So you can have the good emperors, but you could have the emperors that could be quite cruel, couldn't they, and domineering, and it was their way or no way. excuse me. So, you know, this is coming in for what this devil energy is about, and it's about an energy of control and authority, but over the top, a domineering energy. Okay, and the other card that's come out is the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins comes in. He's the slowest knight in the deck, and he brings in movement and change. No, I beg your pardon. Sorry. Wind back. That's the Knight of Wands. This is the Knight of Coins. So, yes, he is the slowest knight in the deck, but this is not about movement and change. When he comes in, this is something coming in very slowly. Something coming in very slowly, being delivered very slowly, and perhaps you're not aware of it yet. But it's linked to this Emperor energy, this power and control. So just be mindful of that, and that's linked in with the devil energy, whatever that means for you. And I say beware of it because it's something that is linked to your heart energy. All right. So just be mindful of that, Gemini. Okay. I'm just going to ask for some more information on why the Seven of Swords energy, which came out at the heart of your reading. So could we have some more information on the Seven of Swords, please? Some more information on the Seven of Swords for Gemini, with this new moon energy coming in. All right, so we asked for more information on the Seven of Swords. Now, and of course there is a judgment call there. So what's come out is the Nine of Coins and the Ten of Swords. And the Nine of Coins is the independent woman. Somebody who is very independent, autonomous, works for herself, if you like, is able to earn money, manages income, doesn't really particularly need anybody else to support her. That doesn't mean to say she doesn't have anybody else to support her, but she doesn't need that, if you like. So we've got the independent woman. It doesn't have to be a woman, it could be man as well, but the independent person, very much the independent person that is in control of their finances and etc. and earning. But also we've got the Ten of Swords, and this is when there's been a betrayal of some sort. There's been a very painful, difficult situation, and you can see all the swords in this man's back. He's very cowed over. Normally when the Ten of Swords comes forward, it means that energy, that heartache and pain, and difficult, painful situation is going to start to lift. That's the pure energy of the Ten of Swords. But in brief, we see this as a clarify for this independent person. And there's a heartbreak. There's been a painful, difficult situation here. And if you remember, we asked for clarification what this Seven of Swords was about. And it's something to do with a betrayal, a painful, difficult heartbreak situation connected with the independent person energy. So this is either yourself, Gemini, that has felt stabbed in the back about something. There's been a painful situation. All right. Or this is somebody close to you that feels that energy. And because it's the clarify for the Seven of Swords, this is, something being taken from you, or somebody trying to take something from you. All right. Okay. But there is a judgment call. There is a judgment call coming in about that. The universe is very aware of what's happening. And remember, the actual message that the universe wanted you to hear now was the Nine of Cups, which is about a wish coming true, blessings, and the ending of a difficult cycle, ready for stepping forward anew. So although some of these difficult energies are around, they're not going to last. The devil energies, I think the universe just wanted you to be aware of those and to use your mind, you know, when you're thinking about this. Think deeply, use your logic that you're very good at using, Gemini. All right. So the negative energies, or the challenging energies, should I say, they're not going to be around much longer, because this is what's coming in for you. I'm just going to ask the angels, could we have a final message, please, for a Gemini concerning the new moon energies that are coming in? The energies that this new moon is bringing in for Gemini, please. Could we have a final message, please, for Gemini concerning the new moon messages, the new moon energies, beg your pardon, that are coming in? All right, so this is fogged in. Now this is when things aren't clear at the moment, which doesn't surprise me looking at this reading. So what it's saying is, go slow and take your time. You're not going to get all the answers just yet. There's nothing fixed. There's nothing fixed going forward. It's a bit foggy at this time. So, you know, the energies are saying just take your time. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't jump in feet first in something until you've given it plenty of thought. Which is, you know, something that you are able to do. You are able to take a step back, Gemini, and give something deep thought, haven't you? So, you know, things aren't clear at the moment, Gemini, so go slow, take your time. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. Please get in touch if you would like a personal reading, looking at your personal energies. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Good luck going forward. And please join me again with my weekly readings if you can. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.